Good night. I just wanted to come on briefly. This is sincerely the last video that I will be doing for a while. I've always announced that I know, but sincerely this time it is. I do want to encourage you. I always encourage you to stay true and be true. I always encourage you to be accountable for what you did wrong because we all make mistakes, and what makes you a bad person or makes your character judgmental is when you feel justified, to do wrong. That's what will discredit you in any way. Um, Accountability is everything. Nothing ever gets handled in truth without being accountable for wrongdoings. I do want to straighten out a situation because I heard something that I disagree with with my colleague. Um, I noticed that while you were speaking, you said that concerning Miss Amanda Tempest's testimony, uh, I heard that you stated Mr. Wade being in charge of the Special Integrity Committee when she tried to reapply for her job that she had been demoted from when she brought to Miss Willis the situation concerning that one of the members in the office had been misusing funds. Okay, when she went to Miss Willis with that, she stated Miss Willis demoted her and she reapplied for her position after some time had passed. I did notice that she said her pay stayed the same, but she still had an issue about being demoted as anyone would. If this is my passion, if this is what I went to school for, if this is why I'm here, I want to do the job that I came here for. And the only reason why I'm demoted is because I brought this situation to you. Now, when she got demoted and she wanted to reapply, Mr. Wade was already on the Special Integrity Committee. Where you're wrong at is Mr. Wade did not get Mrs. Tempest's position. She didn't get his position. He had already, he didn't get her position. He had already had that position. So she didn't get booted out because of Mr. Wade. So I just wanted to clear that up because that's what happens sometimes. Now I don't know if that was just your opinion or if you were stating it as to be truth, because I did go back and listen to her whole testimony in its entirety, and she did not say that. She only said that when she went to reapply from the position that she got demoted from, Mr. Wade was a charge of he was a part of that committee. That's it. That's all. No, he did not take her position. So I just wanted to clear that out because it is a mess. I can say that just based on her testimony, I can tell that because she could have got up there and made it worse than what it was, the situation. But she didn't lie about nothing because the committee questioned her. They said, well, do you know of any relationship that Miss Willis and Mr. Wade had? She said no. She could have very well did like she could have very well, in everything she had experienced, she could have very well said, yes, that worked together. She could have said that, but she couldn't say that. I trust her character just because she could have lied and said that something was when it wasn't, but she just told the truth for it was. She said, I didn't know that they were she said, I never saw them be in a relationship. To my knowledge, it wasn't like that. He was just a member on this committee concerning me getting my job back. If she had any type of retaliation, vengeance, whatever, she could have used that at that moment, but she did not. She stayed to the point. She stayed to her point of what happened to her, and all she is seeking is her back pay. All she is seeking is, damage already been done, Just give me my money that I had to, be suppressed from because of the truth that I spoke. Oh, this is what was really going on according to the documents that she have. Not all of them have been, reviewed. I don't know how many she has, but just from, the two that they went over, I didn't know she went over another, situation concerning, you know, uh, everything that she spoke upon. I'm not going to recap it. Go watch it for yourself. Um, I'm not going to get into that, but she did bring up another situation. This, in my opinion, you know, um, it just looks like the situation was not handled correctly. It could have been some conversation. Conversations should have occurred more thoroughly, effectively. It should have been some type of discussion. You know, her questions should have been answered, or there should have been some type of commentary besides just, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and demote you because you're concerned about a situation. And you can't say it did not concern her because she was the one who asked for the grant. So that's I mean, I would say most definitely, yeah, you would have to be the bigger person in the situation. And, she want her back pay, and that's, and whatever else the lawsuit is, wrongfully, terminated, so on and so forth. Those documents is all the reason why. And I know a lot of people say, well, why this is not a former Donald president, this is not a former President Donald Trump issue. This has nothing to do with him. But politically, they're saying that because he had the court going. He is supposed to be on trial in Florida under Cannon, you know, concerning classified documents, something in that sort. Um, I'm not sure if they are trying to see what goes on so it can kind of balance out there, but him removing the classified documents from the White House has nothing to do with the falsification of documents or something. But that trial's already going on in New York. Matter of fact, the judgment is getting ready to come up, so that couldn't have anything to do with that. Um, we'll see where it goes. I know a lot of people they're trying to compare this. You know, the thing is, and concerning New York, that evidence has already been laid out perfectly. Um, Miss Tempest, she has, everything, her documents and everything that has to be looked into, but that shouldn't delay any type of judgment that's going on at the end of the day, because some cases have evidence and some cases don't have evidence. Um, I still, I would have to see more documentation and know more, I guess, with this next hearing that's coming up, to see what really happened to the funds. And according to my colleague, Miss Willis does have to submit, allocation document concerning those funds by May the 29th. So we'll just have to see from there. I still don't feel like it's enough evidence, concerning misappropriations of funds on her behalf. Like I said, many people work under her. In this instance, it was this one employee, which is why Mrs. Tempest went to Miss Willis about. She did state in the testimony that Miss Willis then said another time that she met with her that people do things behind her back that she's not aware of, or something in that sense. It was something like that. And yeah. But I guess, overall, it's just like the accountability to still look into the situation and try to figure out what was going on besides demoting her from her position. Uh, I I just I hate when things, accountability is everything, and it's up to an individual to make it right at the end of the day. I feel like what happened to Miss Tempest was very wrong. It was very wrong. And, how will that be resolved and fixed? Um, we'll just, stay tuned in. Um, Follow the case and stay up to date. Most definitely. Yeah. Yep. Stay true in all you do. And just make sure you're accountable for where you went wrong, and when you feel justified and feel like you're not wrong and you are wrong, eventually it will be revealed. So the best thing to do is just to go ahead and be true where you messed up at. That's, you know, I keep on telling people, I've given, I've said that about all people, whether they was Democrat, Republican, it didn't matter. Race, political party, that don't matter. I've always encouraged all to stick with truth, because truth is what is going to get us on the right path in spite of what it looks like at the end of the day. Um, wow. It wasn't um, the greatest day, I guess, but like I always encourage, you just gotta stay true. You gotta see yourself out of a situation, even when you're in it. Um, I do still want Cannon removed off that case in Florida, because it will never go anywhere as long as she, presides over it, resides over it. It will never go anywhere, because she already has her mind made up, most definitely. So yeah, that's just it right there. Um, she's already, made her judgment to the side that she wants to win, and that's why this case is not moving forward. I don't know what Mr. Jake Smith is going to do, but we'll all try to do our part that we can do, which I encourage last video and everything. Yeah. Don't be discouraged. We are going to still hope for, still believe for pure justice to be served the right way. Um, you have to do what's right, you know, in spite of who it is. I just wanted to come up. I just wanted to come on here and get that straight because people had a tendency to take things and take a part of it and try to flip it and reverse it and make it into whatever they want to. And I just, even though it doesn't look good, right now, on behalf of Miss Tempest and why she was terminated and how she was terminated and all this, at the end of the day, please don't make it seem like, Mr. Wade was giving her position. I mean, it's already, you know, I just wanted to come on and get that straight. But have a great night. Stay true and be true. Say your prayers. Yeah, and just know no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Either way it goes. And I'll just leave you with that and enjoy your weekend. Be careful. And I'll see you sometimes. I won't give a date. But be encouraged. That's what I'll leave you with. Be encouraged. Okay? Later.